The veneer of a new season is gone. Yes, we used veneer in a football game. We're in the middle of the schedule now. It's away here in Week 7. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. We'll pause after the game. Gonna need to adjust their game back who's hurt and getting some help. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 34. His first throw is an interception. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
On first down, they'll run. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Touchdown, Denver! Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They give it to him again. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Here's Jake Camarda to send it skyward on 4th down. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Street.
Slot man motioned over.
60 Maverick, tap
Nix with it on first. Has him on the quick hitter. Space past the 35. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. The ball's out, he lost it. And it's picked up by the defense. And this return will reach the end zone, touchdown. The Wizards get it down to a single point. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Wizards tie this game 7-7. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Return starts at the 9. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Nix from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
He's got it over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
19 Lions. Go.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Along this sideline inside the 25. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Another carry for him. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Back-to-back carries here. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's fourth
Daniel
down.
Carlson on for this field goal try.
Daniel
This
Carlson
from 28 yards away. In his 11th year, still knocking him through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
From his own end zone, here we go. And this drive will start inside.
At their own 23-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. He throws a bullet down the right side. He's got it deep downfield. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And they're going to have a 1st down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Completed to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. Herbert throwing again. Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Welcome back. Offense already out to resume its drive. They're hoping to convert here on 2nd and goal. Gonna keep this one and go. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Wizards take a 2nd quarter lead. Justin Herbert with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Wizards take a 4-point lead.
14. Broncos 10. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38.
Ready!
Back to the well again. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
19. Let's go. Ready?
Shotgun snap to Nix. He finds Laporta. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Come on. Set. 18 rattle. 18 rattle. 70 range. 70 range. Check. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
Throwing here, Nix. That's caught for the first. They strike for 23 yards. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Now Nix. Throw left side, complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Denver first. They'll throw again. Nix. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Wizards will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
And down he goes. The Broncos got there. And he's encouraged out of bounds behind the line. That's going to go down as a sack. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. With a tough 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Throwing from near his own goal line. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
He gets it away now from his own end zone. Takes this in the area of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Broncos will be loving their field position. They have to begin this drive. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. The give now out of the shotgun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Back at the 45-yard line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Nix. Gets his running back. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Let's go now.
They've got first down from the 31.
18, Pioneer. Ready?
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Broncos pushing for points.
Here we go, shot.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 28. Short pass brought in. Breaks the tackle, still go. Oh, the football's loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And here I was just moments ago, Brock, thinking this dude is going to be impossible to stop. Bowling through defenders, which makes them forcing that fumble all the more impressive.
Yeah, you never want to tell your guys to stop fighting through tackles, because he is, to your point, Kate, so good at it. But the longer he fights and stays up, the longer those defenders have a chance to fly in and rip that ball free.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, Herbert. Escapes the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Second and 10 now. It is cut left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Dumped off to his running back. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Riley Moss with that tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They'll run now on second down. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. So now here's 3rd and 5. Herbert from the gun. Throwing deep for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. And the Broncos make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Oh, he lost the football. Scooped up by the defense. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. No!
Nix from the gun. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He's got it over the middle. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. It's picked up by the defense. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return.
Wizards 14, Broncos 10.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Brings in the kick at the 9.
The Broncos take over.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Set.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. That one's complete, right side. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Completed to his running back. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10 from the 41.
Go 80. Ready. Check out.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Set. Come 19. Come 19. Hunt.
Here's 2nd and 11. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
19. Here we go. Here we go.
Nix now to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
70 Timberwolves.
Lone back gets the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Man in motion here.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Trap 60. Trap 60. 79 Bronco. Go.
From the red zone now. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
The give here on 2nd. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
I'll tell you, Kate, by now, I think it's as much between the ears problem as it is anything technical ball security problem. After 3 fumbles in a game, he's got to get his head on right there on the sidelines before they will ever trust him to hang on the ball again.
And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
That's caught for the 1st. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. You're set up at the 35 now. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Complete out to the right side. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Herbert throwing again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
It's Herbert once more. Rolling into enemy territory. And they make the tackle at the 38. Pickup of 12 on that play. And they'll have 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Forced out to his right. Complete out to the right. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. Herbert to throw once more. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Riley Moss with the pick. The 30. He's at the 10. And he makes the Huffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making breaking the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one splits the uprights, and the Broncos push their lead to 3. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Herbert back to it after the pick. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
2nd and 3 now. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down, ball at the 36. And he sent a man in motion. So we hit the end of
The end of the third quarter. With the score.
first down, ball at the 36. Handoff now from the gun. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Hits his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Go.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the 1st. Working inside the red zone. And in for the touchdown. Now a try to go up by 4. Put it out of the range of a field goal. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Wizards take a 4-point lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. It is caught left side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Go! Warriors 70. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Completed over the middle. Continuing to move past the 45. Wow, it's free again! Recovered by the defense. Oh, man. Yet again, Brock, an inability to hang on to the football. I'm just going to guess might be working a little harder on ball security next week. Third straight series, they put it on the turf.
Yeah, maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Any day that ends in Y, you're probably going to do it because this is incredibly frustrating to not hold on to the football. It's left them searching for answers, and I'm not sure anybody has right now. That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
5-9. Ready.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
He'll throw it. Searches from the pocket. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there. And 4th and 4 coming up. Back to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Now a run here from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Herbert from the gun. Completed to his running back. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning.
Set.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Getting out to his left. Now he takes it. And they take this in for the score. The Wizards capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Wizards drive their lead to 11.
Broncos 17.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
the ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Nix with it on first. Finds Laporta. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Nix. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Nix now to throw. He's got pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running. Now to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Down a couple of scores. Those 2 timeouts they've got left are going to be crucial. Here's 1st down. From the red zone now. And this is caught for a score, and we are not done here yet. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. As we approach the final half-minute of play, their comeback hopes resting on recovering this kick. Oh, did the Broncos get to that one? Yeah, looks like they did. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one.
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game.